Follow me along as I create a couple of new Macpacker screenshots for the App Store. So for that I'm using my app FrameBison, which I have created specifically for the case to create media for Mac apps and for other apps, not just for the App Store, but also for several different types of media, like for example, directories or Twitter, or whatever comes up to your mind, basically. So those are the screenshots that I had until now. They are, well, they serve their purpose, but it's really time to come up with a couple of new ones. I have created some ideas of what I want to do, and let's get started. So first let me create a new group, which we call App Store New, and then I am going to create the right size for the screenshot. Let's move this down to this new group, and I decided to have a white background. Use a white background, then we overlay this with the standard background for macOS 27, and then let's add some text, and the top text here is starting with open source archive manager for macOS. Then we have to increase the size, I would say, to let's say 100 or 90. Let's do 90, left aligned, and let's change the font to black. And then we're gonna add the icon here as well. So I have a couple of global elements already added, like for example the icon. Let's put this here. Let's copy this over and use this to give the app name here. And then let's center this vertically as well. Okay, this looks nice. So it's not so good to see the black text here on the background. So in order to improve that, I have the possibility to fade out a little bit the background, and now it becomes much more clearer what it is. And now let's also add a picture of the app itself here. Let's say around about this size, and then I can just go ahead and drag one of the images here. There it is. There's no need to have that if I just drop it here, and then I can move this down, let's say somewhere around here. And then I want to add a couple of elements on the left side. For example, a badge saying how great the app is. So right now we are, and this is the truth, 4.8 out of 5 stars in the App Store. And also the text again is quite, let's say, hard to read here, but let's go back to the background and also add this fading on the left side, and now it becomes a lot clearer. Maybe let's switch a little bit. Yeah, okay, that's fine. The next thing I want to do is to fill the empty space here on the left side, and for that let me just zoom in a little bit, create a circle of let's say 100 size, and with the white background, there it is. And let's add a border as well. The border is a little bit grayish. Yeah, 4 pixels is totally enough. Let's align this somewhere around here. Then I'm going to add an icon. Not a check mark, but the eye. And I will also decrease the size to, let's say, 64, and change the color to black. Center this here. And then I will add some text here on the left side. which is few features, things that you can do with the app. Preview archives, color is black, and then let's reduce the size here to, let's say, 48. Bold is fine. Let's do something like this, and then copy the text over. It's now decrease the size again, just medium, and then let's add this kind of subtitle here, which says extract virtual files and folders. Let's decrease this a little bit. Same here. Okay, and now let's take everything and copy this over. Here we're not going to use the I, but we're using file. Oh no, it's document dot fill. Yeah, and the text will be 40 plus formats supported, and here we're using nested and encrypted archives. And then let's add a third group here, which is create plus edit zip files, and as a subtitle, support for more formats coming soon. And here we're not going to use the document, but we're going to use rather the pencil. All right, then so let's group them together. So those are single elements now. We're going to create groups out of those, because then I can just select the groups, align them to the left, and also spread them out vertically. Now let's align them here. Let's add a small line here. We're making this a bit thicker. Let's say 10. 10 should be fine. Let's make a gradient and let's choose a different color here. Let's say something like, yeah, this orange, because this fits kind of like to the logo that we have. And with this, we already have a great start here. And what else we can do is that we can also localize the texts and the images, because Macpacker is distributed in 13 more languages. So I have set this in the project settings that the following languages are supported. So I can now go ahead and select this one image here, and I can go to the image settings, and I can just drag all of the images that I have prepared, and you can see they all have these IDs of the languages, and I can just take them, drag them up here, and then they are set in the correct language. So if I now go through all of the languages, so this is English, then we have German, we have Italian, we have Japanese, we have Chinese, and when we later export those screens, I have the screens ready to be distributed also to all the other languages. So I can just upload them via Helm or App Store Connect, and they are distributed. And obviously the same can be done using the text. So I can go here, change the text or adjust the text, but instead of just copy pasting everything, I can just click that button here. Now I have a prompt in the pasteboard. I can paste it in my preferred AI chat tool, and it will give me a translation, and then I can just go here and then paste the text, and then I have the translations ready. And as you can see, I can just switch over here and then everything is good. Then one thing to note, and you have spotted this probably, is that the text is dotted out here, and this is especially relevant if you're using multiple different languages, because the length of the text might change, obviously. And FrameBison will tell you also that a couple of things are wrong. So for example, text 1, this one here has a problem with Russian. So if we switch to Russian, this one does not fit. Let's see if it fits, if we're increasing. No, it doesn't. So we definitely have to reduce the size here. Let's say to, when does it fit? Oh, that's quite a long text. Okay, and now it works as I would expect. Then text 3 has also a size issue. Let's see if it's enough to just increase the size here. This is the text in group 3, this one. Am I not able to? So it's early access, so that's why there might be a few issues still. Okay, so this one is fixed, and down here this one also has an issue. So let me ungroup this, increase the size, and then I have no issues left. So let me just add a few screenshots before I start the translation for those here, or let me add a new frame. So let's just rename this. This is going to be 01 browse. Then I'm going to add a new one, same size, 02 search. So here I want to show the search capabilities of the application. I'm doing exactly the same as before, changing the color to gray, setting the background. Then let's just see what were the settings here, 0.62 and 1. Then fade to 0.62 on the top, and then I'm just copying over the text to make sure it looks kind of similar. Let's move it here, and then let's center the text. And here this is about search. Oh no, that's wrong. That's text 2. But I have here search within archives. So again, I can just go ahead and select the text, paste it here, and get the result. And everything's updated in all of the languages. And I'm also adding a new image, which is the search image. Number 4, let's start with the English one. Let's put it somewhere, let's say around here. Yeah, centered, that's nice. Again, as before, I can just select this image, go here and select all of the translated images, drag them here, so I have all of the translations also in now. And I want to make sure that in this screen people understand, or potential users understand what I'm talking about when I say search within archives. So what is of focus is the PDF up here, and in order to highlight this focus, I can add this magnifying glass to say like that's where you're gonna look at. And I'm gonna show the outlines, and I want to change the outline color to, let's say, this one here. And now it should be clear what we're talking about when we say search within archives. Let me duplicate this to number 3. Number 3 is about preview. Select this image. So I'm going to replace this image with preview 1, English. Also, let me update the others. Okay, they are replaced now. Then I don't need the magnifying glass anymore. But what I need here is one of my global elements. No, I don't have this as my global element. I have this somewhere yeah, I have this in the old screenshots, the preview. Let me go here. Let me just paste this here. And I want to make sure that users understand that you have to press a button here. So a key, which is space, which is the same as with Finder. So I'm just going to add a space button, space. Maybe it's a bit hard to see. Let's turn around the colors. Let's do this grayscale. Let's say the outside color is this, and let's do this white. So, and then this should be clear now as well. And we're going to add one more screenshot. So I'm duplicating this as well. And the last one will be 04 extract. For this one, I need a Finder window here. Let me just replace all of those. Extract selection, light, drop them here. So I have two JPEG images marked here. So we're going to extract those. And in order to show that this is about extraction, I need a Finder window. So kind of like a target. Let me move this here. And in order to show movement of something, I have the possibility to add a mouse cursor. Let's say somewhere around here. And obviously I want to show that we're moving a file. So I can just use a file here with the custom extension JPEG. So this will use the system's file icon. Let's put this here. We need to move this below the pointer. Okay, now I can move it behind the pointer. And in order to show movement, I have the possibility to add a ghost trail. Let's make it a little bit curved. And then I have the fourth screenshot pretty much ready as well. Yeah, that's how FrameBison works. It is in early access right now, so you can take a look and provide feedback, and then let's see how this evolves. So I'm using this for like 6 months now for pretty much all of the media that I'm creating. Thanks for watching, and see you.